Hello students, in this video we will learn recursion. What is a recursion? Recursion is a programming technique in which a function calls itself inside its body or we call as inside its definition, then it is called as recursion. As you can see, this is a factorial function in which factorial call itself inside its definition. This is an example of recursion. So in recursion we use stack data structures. In next slides we will see how stack is used in recursion. Examples of recursion are factorial calculation of a number, Fibonacci series, Tower of Hanoi. We can solve any problem using two techniques. First, by using iterative techniques, that means by using loops like for, while, do while. And second one is using recursive technique, that is by using recursion. So we can solve any problem with the help of these two techniques. So first we see how iterative technique works. Here I am taking example of calculation of factorial of a number using iterative technique, that means using loops. Suppose we want to calculate the factorial of 5, then how we calculate the factorial? First we have to write the number 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, which is equals to 120. If I want to calculate factorial of 7, then what I have to do? I have to calculate 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, which is equals to 5010. Similarly, if the number is n, then how we can calculate? We have to write n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 up to 3 into 2 into 1. Okay. If the number is 5, what we are doing? We are starting from the number and then decreasing 1 from the 5, then decreasing 2 from the 5, then decreasing 3 from the 5 and decreasing 4 from the 5. Multiplying together we get the result. This is the formula for calculating factorial using iterative technique. As we know that loops are used to generate numbers. Here we want to generate numbers from 5 to 1, here from 7 to 1. So loops can be used to generate numbers, and then using multiplication formula we can calculate the factorial of given number. Using program, I explain you how we calculate the factorial of a number using loops. Here I am using a function fact which is used to calculate factorial of a given number. Here int is the input parameter which is required to this factorial function, and this int specify that this factorial function returns a integer value. Now in void main I have written that let the number is n. So I declared int n equals to 5, and one variable I require to store the result of factorial which is returned by the factorial function. So I have to write t equals to fact n, because fact n will return a single integer value which will be stored in t variable. This cout statement factorial of n equals to t will print the output of the factorial of 5. This is the function prototype or function declaration of factorial function. Now this is the definition of factorial function. So I have to write int fact int x, the value which is passed by n is copied to x variable in factorial function. Then I declared a variable f equals to 1. Now I want to create numbers from x, that means from n to 1, by writing int I equals to x, I greater than equals to 1, I minus minus. This loop generates number from 5, then it will create 4 by decrementing value of I, then 3, then 2 and then 1. So by using loop we are generating numbers from n to 1. Then we have to write f equals to f into I. Initially we had taken f equals to 1, so when I equals to x, that means 5, f equals to 1, that means value of f into value of I is 5. So f contains 5. Then the value of I will be decremented and becomes 4. Then what will happen? F equals to f. Now the value of f is 5 into value of I is 4. Similarly, when I equals to 3, then f will become 5 into 4 into 3, and when I equals to 2, it will become 3 into 2, and when I becomes 1, it will become 5 into 4 into 3 into 1. finally we get the answer 120, which will be stored in f. Now this function have to return this result into the calling function, that means to main function. So this 120 will be stored in t, and finally it will be print on a screen by writing t into the cout statement. In this way, by using for loop, we calculate the factorial of a number. This is an iterative technique. Now second method of calculating factorial of a number is using recursive technique, that means by using recursion. Now I want to calculate the factorial of number 5. There is another method of calculating factorial, that means if I want to calculate factorial of 5, then I have to write 5 factorial equals to 5 into 4 factorial. Now I have to calculate the 4 factorial, which is equals to 4 into 3 factorial. Now what is the factorial of 3? 3 into 2 factorial, and factorial of 2 is 2 into 1 factorial, and we know that factorial of 1 equals to 1. Now what will happen? Factorial of 1 will be substituted in this expression. So this expression will becomes factorial of 2 equals to 2 into 1, and factorial of 2 will be substituted in this expression, and this expression will become factorial of 3 equals to 3 into 2 into 1, and factorial of 3 will be substituted in this expression, and this expression will becomes 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, and finally factorial of 4 will be substituted in this expression. Then this expression will becomes 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, and the result of this multiplication is 120. So this is the second method of calculating factorial. What we are doing, we are calculating fact n equals to 1 if n equals to 1. If I want to calculate factorial of 1, then I will get the value 1. As you can see, the factorial of 1 is equals to 1. Value of n is greater than 1. Then what we have to do? We have to calculate n into factorial of n minus 1. Suppose the value of n is 5, then what we have to do? We have to calculate 5 into fact of 4. That means this 5 into factorial of 4. As this expression is not completed, so what compiler will do? It stores this expression 5 into factorial 4 into stack. Now the value of n is 4. This condition is true, so expression will be 4 into factorial of 3. As this calculation is also not complete, so compiler will also push this expression into stack. Now the value of n is 3 because it is calling itself. So value of n is 3, then this expression will becomes 3 into factorial of 2, which is also not complete. So compiler will push this expression into the stack. Now the value of n is 2, so it is 2 into factorial of n, which is also not completed, so it is also pushed into the stack by the compiler. Now the value of n is 1, as from this condition we get the factorial of 1 is 1. So what will compiler will do now? It will pop first expression 2 into factorial 1 from the stack and calculate the result, which is 2 into 1 is 2. Now it gets the value of factorial 2, which will be substituted in this expression. This expression will give result 6, which will be substituted here in fact 3, and we get the result 24. Now this 24 is the factorial of 4, which is substituted in this expression, and we get the final result 120. In this way compiler calculate the factorial of any number using stack. This is the program for calculation of factorial of a number using recursive technique. First we have to declare the function int fact int. This function requires one input parameter which is of type integer, and this function will return a value of type integer. In void main we had declared an variable n having value 5 and a variable t, which is used to store the value which is returned by fact function. Then we have to print the factorial of n by writing this statement. Here you can see the value of n will be copied into this n of fact function, If the value of n is equals to 1, then we have to return 1, as we know that factorial of 1 is 1, so we have to return the value 1. Else we have to return n into fact of n minus 1. This is a recursion, as function call itself inside its definition or inside its body. So if the value of n is 5, then this condition will be true and this expression will become 5 into factor of 4, which will be stored in stack. Then now it calculate the factorial of 4. Factorial of 4 means n value of n is 4. This again we get the expression 4 into factor of 3. Then function will call itself. Now the value of n is 3. Then this expression will becomes 3 into factor of 2. Then 2 into factor of 1. Now we get the factor of 1 is 1 by this condition. So 2 into 1 is calculated, then 3 into 2 into 1, then 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, then 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Here you can see the last expression is calculated first or solved first. That's why for recursion stack is used, as we know that stack uses LIFO mechanism, last in first out. So what are the basic requirements of recursion and what are the advantages and disadvantages of recursion, we will learn in next video. Thank you.